Hey, good afternoon, everyone. It's, I don't even know what time it is, about 11:30. I guess it's still morning. I'm at the base of the Phrom Phong BTS. Right on the right is the Emporium shopping mall, on the left the Quartier, and behind me is the M-Sphere Mall. This is Sukhumvit Soi 35. I'm gonna take a left and show you a couple of buildings down there. It's a little higher priced area. There's some Quartier Mall on the right. Kind of jacks everything up. And the good thing about this street is there's a Gourmet Market. Gourmet Market in most of the shopping malls. Over at the M-Sphere on my side of the street, it's on the 4th floor. At the Quartier, it's right at the base or bottom. So if you happen to live somewhere in this area, getting off the BTS, hitting the Gourmet Market, nice and convenient. Plus you have, I don't get over here so much, the Quartier Cine Art. I'm a Cine Club guy at my side, or just old school. For years and years I've always gone to the Terminal 21 movie theater. It's nice, comfortable seats, and it's just cheaper than all these other, try not to get hit here, all these other theaters. Some of these Cine Club and what is this place called, the Cine Art, they get a little carried away, in my opinion, with the big couches and the lounges, and I just don't want to pay 1,000 baht for Sinopolis US price movies. I'm fine with, I don't even know what it costs, 180 baht or less even on Movie Tuesday at Terminal 21. They always have something going on here at the base of the Quartier, just kind of a little fancier market. I've never been in this place. Dark, kind of a wine club vibe. I don't have my glasses on. Salads for 490 baht. Hi. I'm gonna give you a quick peek at the Gourmet Market. Probably the Via Market's my favorite for different expat items, but Gourmet Market's a quick second. And they always have a nice selection of bakery goods and pies, cupcakes. I know Boone's sister likes all kinds of different snacks, and she's always helping Boone watch her little dog. Well, yesterday she found, walking through, not this Gourmet Market, but the one on my side of the street, Dubai chocolate. She picked that up for her sister. I have heard about it, just kind of a big deal on TikTok probably. It was 80 baht, who cares? Fresh juice or squeezed juices. The one nice thing about these Gourmet Markets are the You Hunt, We Cook lunch counters. I'm always amazed as to all the workers. I mean, just looking around, there are as many attendants and workers as customers. Here's the You Hunt, We Cook. They have a pretty nice menu in itself, but they'll cook anything in the store. That's the all kinds of 99 baht options. Not even the pork steak and all. There's a grilled, oh, my glasses on. I've had that, the beefsteak, 269, but I usually get this pork chop, 249 baht. Sweaty cup. And they make it up nice. You can even bring your own beer over. This gets a little expensive. 2,290 for these smaller lobsters, live Maine lobsters. Oh, they have this big crab $6,500 for that old boy, live king crab. Anyhow, I'm gonna duck out the side door and take a little peek down Soi 35. There's not a whole lot down there. There's one older building that I had my eye on. I moved over and I did my research for years, and the conventional wisdom back in the day was head on out to En Nut, and that was the end of the BTS line. Everything's super affordable. Well, that may have been the truth back in 2010, call it, but today it might as well be central Bangkok. It's a little bit more affordable, but it's not a crazy good deal. So this building, I figured, well, it's an older place, but it's feet from Phrom Phong BTS and feet from M Quartier. But still, it's nothing special. They have a beautiful pool, but anything with mansion, GS mansion, it's more an apartment building than condos. And then when I did a little bit more research, they don't even have balconies. I forget the exact price, but it really surprised me. It was 48,000 baht, something like that, for a one bedroom, and it's all about location. Where I'm 9 minutes, not 90 seconds from the train, I negotiated down to 19,000 baht. Now that older style building, kind of off by itself. There's the pool down on the right in the back there. That building off by itself, yeah, it could be 10 or 12,000 baht or less all day long. It just this just happens to be very close to the BTS and mall, and in one of the more expensive areas of Bangkok, Phrom Phong. I'm not fooling myself that this is a crazy affordable area. It's not. It's expensive, but compared to California prices, it's not expensive at all. To me, I always compare living in Bangkok and this area especially. It just has a New York City vibe, the energy, and just 1,000 things to do in any direction for a 1980s New York City price. Here's the fishmonger. Wonder where he's going there. Okay, there's some sushi place around the corner here. Now right here where the fish guy is going to take a left, this is a little shortcut that's open until about 10 p.m. It's a private road. And then you go right through there. They roll that garage door down about 10 p.m. and you'll be over at Soi 33.5 at the Fuji Market. Take a left and you're at one of my favorite little streets in town, O'Shea's, the Royal Oak. El Mercado, Calle 35. The original El Mercado, I think it's the original, is, what is it, the end of Soi 16? Oh, he might be going all the way down to the Fuji Market. He just didn't want to take his truck through there. Okay. But today we're exploring some of these buildings. Well, that building I think is the Le Raffine or the Diplomat. Not Le Raffine, over on Sukhumvit Soi 39. But there are some 6 and 8 story buildings down 35. I don't know if they're condos or apartments. They're beautiful, and they're going to come at a price. And that's the Noble down on Soi 39. I don't believe that building's much older than 5 years. The only problem with this 35 is it's tight. So you're better to walk on this side to see what's coming at you. Or rent townhouse and apartments. And this does kind of flood. I mean, I wouldn't get too carried away. You'll hear different folks, well, you know, does that street flood, or my street is perfect because it doesn't flood. That's all good and fine if you just don't go anywhere. Otherwise, you're gonna get wet. I'm always curious about this building, the Tippy Court. Yeah, I see some different expats walking out of there. So it's not super wheelchair accessible, or even comfortable to walk when things are getting really tight. That's the other thing I really like about Bangkok, is you have a city of high-rises, yet there are still these private residences. Oh, that must be part of the Tippy Court. There's a tennis court, and again, that is a nothing special older building, but I would not be surprised if you told me it was 30 or 35,000 baht a month just because of the location. Here's a daycare over here. Well, we're getting pretty tight. I happen to know all this traffic is coming around the corner here. It's a little shortcut to avoid. All right, don't scrape me here. Part of Sukhumvit, and get from this little 35 over to Soi 39. I'm gonna go straight down the way. Oh, you know what? I've never been down here. I like to check out all these little side sois. I believe that's all Soi 39, so I think this is, I don't know, but I was gonna say I think it's some of the back entrances to, say, this, that's the Noble on 39. That Le Raffine over there, man, that is one of the most expensive buildings in town. There are 2 or 3 of them. You know, there's one on Soi 24, and many of the units have a little soaking pool out on the balcony. Now comes a security guard to chase me away. So, thank you. I don't like to freak anybody out, you know. Hey, what are you doing filming? This is my little area I'm protecting. That's another beautiful building. That, what is that? I forget the name of it. It's over on Soi 33? Can't remember. But back to 35. Again, this traffic is heading around the corner. I'm 99% sure the street dead ends. But let's go take a look. Then I'll come back and make this turn, take you over to Soi 39. This is a capsule hotel. Yeah, I don't know. This really isn't the town to, yeah, just dead ends right here. This isn't the town to save crazy amounts of money at a capsule hotel. You might as well stay at the Marriott for next to nothing compared to many cities. I think there's a spa back here, some beautiful private homes. And on the right, I still haven't figured out what this is. It's some kind of HM silk company. Some pretty valuable real estate to have a little factory. Some more condos over in the Soi 33 area. Beautiful private homes. Guess he's selling to all the cooks. Yeah, I thought this was a spa. It says cafe. This is nice. This is the end of the line. Soi 35. So let's walk back up to that busy little intersection. We're going to take a left, and that's going to take us down. There's a building down there. I forget the name, if it's Legalian or Leculian. Really nice looking building. There's a cool Japanese secondhand store. And then we just walk up Soi 39 a short distance, and we're right at the BTS Phrom Phong area. That Le Raffine, man, if money's not an object, those are some huge condos. And as you go down the way, this Soi 39, it kind of matches up to Soi 24 on the other side, the odd and even. They get a little askew the further you go down the road. Hop over here, see what's coming at me. This is a little bit wider. And this is that Thai HM factory. I might head off to the right and explore. There's a couple little tiny streets I have not been up. Been up this street hundreds of times, but and if you're new to the channel, you're new to Bangkok, look up Jim Thompson, the former OSS agent who lived in Bangkok forever. He kind of revitalized Thai silk with the movie The King and I. This is the Ren. His house is a museum. Co-working space. See, I'm always confused with that Ren sign, because that's the Noble building, and oh, it must be this smaller building back here. Maybe that white building is the Ren. I'm not sure. And I can't read the sign that well, but that's that Legilian or Coolian. Lots of foliage coming off those balconies. Yeah, this is the area I wanted to get back and explore. There's a Ren clinic. YS Kick, ladies Muay Thai, professional, kids. I don't know what society is. There are, I think it's a Japanese club, I think. There are all these little Japanese bars in this area. Here's this executive lounge, kind of Tokyo style, just these little places that hold 10 people. And the Ren Clinic, Botox filler, instant shine program, hair remover, laser. And that's the oh, okay, 39 residents. I was going to say that's part of that Noble building, but just an 8-story building. Huh, I didn't know this was tucked away back here. All right. There's the security guard, who's probably going to ask me to leave. So that's that. The executive lounge. Sounds legit. Go back and make the right turn again, heading towards Soi 39. It says boat noodles. Well, that looks good. Little bakery going in here, larder. And this is the Japanese secondhand store building. dentist, Magnaflex, furniture store, I assume. And where's the sign for this building? It's kind of tucked away. Yeah, I guess that's a G. Legulian? Beautiful building. Now, Soi 39 is all kinds of beautiful buildings. It's not my favorite Soi. It's always bumper to bumper traffic. In fact, Boone, when she'll take off out of my place, she usually opts to jump on the train. I always offer to get her a car, but they head over in this direction. And just to go from Sukhumvit, this Soi 39 area, this is the middle of the day. This isn't even rush hour or anything. It just gets crazy because you have to go, I don't even know, up towards Petchaberry and then go off in the direction where she lives. It's just a mess. The Treasure Factory, that's the secondhand store. Golf clubs. There's a ton of baby strollers out front. You can even bring in your items. I thought it was a consignment store, but I think they just kind of pay you whatever they pay you, pennies on the dollar, and then they put their things out for sale. But this is Sukhumvit down here. You can see the Mercure Hotel. That is at the top of Soi 24. Let's take a quick peek. I always stick my head in there when I'm in the area. And that's actually kind of a nice, it's not the heaviest, but it's a Decathlon. That's that French sporting goods store in town. Crunch bar, whatever you want to call it, for sit-ups. 680 baht. I'm actually thinking about this. I don't have one of these in my new gym. I had one up in En Nut. Again, this is a smaller one. I hate to keep adding to my pile of stuff, but I do crunches or sit-ups, kind of putting my feet under the couch, which is probably just fine, but it's always good to get a new toy. Oh, they even have this smaller one and all kinds of items. How many fakes in here? I just got Boone one of these MK bags in the US. What does that say? I can't even read it. 1,000? 6,000 baht? Yeah, I paid 3,000 brand new. 1,500 for this one. Hers were nicer though, more larger than this. I guess you called it a tote. 880. Now these are secondhand. Hers were brand new from California. 880, I guess, or is that? Yeah, Thai baht 880. I need my glasses. They have a nice little furniture area in the back. I actually got a oversized toaster oven in here. Let me talk over this music, which is probably copyrighted. Yeah, this thing was brand new. It still had the instruction booklet in it, and it was half the price. It was something like that size, maybe not quite that big. It was half the price of what they were selling at Big C. All kinds of air purifiers. They have a ton of golf clubs. All kinds of irons on the wall over there, and sets of woods, everything. Old TaylorMades and Callaways. A lot of the Japanese business people, they come into town and probably just bring their gear in here to get rid of it. I was trying to actually buy this chair. They had it marked down. That's kind of the last thing I need, but we could not find the plug that goes into the back of the chair. It looked like a specialty plug, and I didn't want to figure that out, even though the share was whatever it was, $100. But shelves and all, I don't know anybody who needs that anywhere around here. There's A little bit of surf sometimes in the Phuket area, but that's a fast little surfboard. I'm kind of an old school soft top longboard guy these days. Once a year or twice a year when I'm splashing around the surf in Bali or wherever we find ourselves. Some skateboards. So that's a treasure factory. I know there are multiple locations. This is the one that I know. I guess there's another one just across the street. It's smaller. From the W District up in Prakanong. And they have some fancy items behind glass. Coach purses. That type of thing. Even upscale, whatever they are, Armani sunglasses. I don't know. I'm seeing 2,980 on that pair. All right, well, I'm going to pass on the crunch table or app bench and use my couch. I forget the name of this building, Royal something. The Royal Castle, Sukhumvit. Again, fancy building. I always see nannies rolling the kids out. There must be some larger family size units. I'm not going to take it today. I need to get home and look at some hotels. Boone and I want to get out of town this weekend, but there's an interesting little side street right here, and there's a whole bunch of little 39 and a halves and that type of thing, kind of behind the castle building over here. There's a bunch of smaller buildings. Now it's a little hectic of a walk from here to Phrom Phong BTS, but I'm all about getting 10 minutes away from the train, and suddenly things get pretty cheap, or cheaper. So the last penthouse at the Noble State here is 24.9 million baht. Coming up on the Weber barbecue store. There's a Billy Smokehouse up by the Plonchit BTS, really good. And he's smoking everything up on the Webers. Like, you don't see a lot of barbecue or grilling around town. I think if I were to put a barbecue on my balcony, it'd be a problem. But Sukhumvit is just up here where that taller building is. That's actually on the other side of Sukhumvit. And here's the Weber building. I'm sure they ship them all over Thailand. Excuse me. And the Orange House? I don't know what that is. Some service residence off to the right here, the Viva something or another, and the Serene. Oh, that's actually kind of an interesting building. See these brick type buildings that are tucked away back there? I think that building looks nice. I'm up in the 20s on my high rise, but that's not a necessity. And even after the bad earthquake, it's not my girlfriend's favorite thing to be as high as I am. She was at work on the 16th floor, I believe, and even running down 16 flights of stairs was not fun. Is the Grand 39 Tower. Yeah, the Le Raffine. Top notch. There's another very fancy building down here on the right, the Diplomat. So we're just doing a horseshoe loop off Sukhumvit Soi 35. I'm at Sukhumvit straight ahead. If we wanted to go back over to where we started, let's take a right. We'll be there in 2 minutes. There's all kinds of interesting little places to eat. I know there's a little pizza place over here on the left. Addie's Thai Massage. That's a chain you'll see around town. A lot of Japanese business people in this area. And all the food. Oh yeah, there's a Muay Thai school back here. I can hear them kicking away, so I'm going to be discreet with the camera. These aren't really the guys you want to upset. Old school Muay Thai, no air conditioning, no nothing, just covered from the rain. One more Thai curry. I know on the left here is a fancier Isan restaurant. And this is just called the 39. Yeah, Isan Thai food, but it's in a fancy restaurant. And once again, like I was saying earlier, this tuk-tuk or whatever you want to call it for the White Tower, that's all fine, but you are sitting in this traffic, or you're back at the White Tower waiting for that thing to come back, and it's in a traffic jam. Little hospital off here on the right, if I remember correct. Huh. No, I thought that, well, maybe that was the little hospital. Yeah, I think it was. And here's another building, the 39 by Sansiri. Kind of hidden away in the trees. And I believe this is the Diplomat. Yeah. That's nice. Well, we're almost back to Sukhumvit, and off to the right, one of my favorite spots to get some cheap Thai food, Imchan. IMCHAN, 2 words. Good smoothies, good everything. Some higher end hair salons, Japanese clubs. So we can go straight and we're at Sukhumvit, or you can take this little turn to the right. There's a bus coming up behind me. All the condo buses take their folks up this little road and drop them right at the BTS. And then they can make the turn and get back in traffic on Soi 39, Retro 39. I think that's part dispensary. Maybe it's all dispensary. I'm not even sure. I've never ate at that. Is it Coca restaurant? I think it says from 1959. Thought I saw a sign on it. And there's this organic restaurant across the way, and also has attached to kind of an organic grocery. This is Imchan right here on the right and left side of the alley. Yeah, I'll eat here at least a couple of times a week. or get takeaway. Well, there you go. Little look at 35, looping around to Soi 39. I'm gonna go up and over and get back on the even side of the street and head on home. I really appreciate you following along with me this afternoon. And I'll be out exploring and making new videos, so consider following along. I'd appreciate that. You take it easy. We'll see ya.